Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. So today's going to be a bit of a different one. Yesterday we talked about a lot of news. Today what I'm going to do is do a little bit of TA. We're a bit choppy today. We're just not really doing anything percentage-wise, and I'm just going to show you a few places that I use to find information for myself and talk to you about something that I'm excited for going forwards. And yeah, that's about it really. So we'll start with Bitcoin. By the way, guys, thank you very much for the support yesterday. Had like over 1,000 views on my video. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Just want to say, yeah, thank you to everyone. If you can drop a comment on this video, share it with a friend, like it. If you don't subscribe to the channel already, please subscribe, put the notifications on. All that sort of stuff helps with the YouTube algorithm. And I know it's free for you guys, but I know that like it does take you a little bit of time to do that. But I am putting this content out for you, and I just wanted to say, yeah, like I just appreciate you guys watching my video. I was super excited last night. As I said already, like me, my girlfriend's got C19, and we were looking through my comments yesterday on my YouTube video. And I just want to say how grateful I am for everyone who puts lovely comments in there and likes my videos and all the views that I've had and all the shares. It's just amazing. By the way, if you do share my YouTube video on Instagram, on your Insta story or whatever like that, please tag me in it and I will repost it on my Insta story or retweet you if you do share it on Twitter. I'm all about sharing the love. I want to build a community here. I literally do this just because I really enjoy it, the social media side of it. So yeah, with all that being said, let's get into it. So this is Bitcoin on a daily. As I said, we're still like crabbing sideways below the all-time high that we did set the other day, which is great. The highest candle close ever at about $66,000. Massively bullish price for Bitcoin. And then we've been consolidating below that. We've been stuck underneath the 3.618. Is that right? Let me just quickly check. 3.618, and between this strong support level that we built at 59,000 that we've wicked to 1, 2, you could almost call that 3, 4 sort of times. We did break below it once. We found support on this level here, this here, and this level here, and then we bounced off out of there. And again, we've got this sort of grey resistance level that we had as resistance here. It came down, tested 50-day and pushed back up. So this is good. What we're doing here, the strength index is coming down, coming towards 50, and we really push. You can really see a reversal if it comes down to something like 50. You could see this come down to here, boom. The RSI will come to 50, and then we can push out from there. Or you could honestly see, because we are slowly consolidating upwards, as you can see for the last few days. I'm going to show into the 4 hourly. We're making impulsive waves upwards. But yeah, we're just consolidating in this time. Not really too much is happening. The market cap isn't really spreading around either. Not today anyway. We're having like just a few days of cool off period before we get this next leg up. As I said, I personally believe we're thinking and looking for some big news. Let's get into a smaller time frame on Bitcoin. What we want is this 50-day to really catch up with us, and then we can use that, as I said, use that as like fuel for your rocket ship and push off again. So you can see that in the past where you get overextended from the 50-day, you nearly touch it, you get overextended, you consolidate here, you come down, you touch the 50-day, you push off on the next leg up, and again and again. You see how that happens? It happens all the way, well, not just with Bitcoin, in many different cryptos and different stocks and shares or anything where you're using technical analysis basically. So we're looking at the 4 hourly here. So as you can see, we are setting higher lows. We're moving up in impulsive waves at the minute. I can show you what I mean by that. So we had our all-time high. We then came down, impulsive wave down, tested this level of support, bounced off it. This is that key level that I was talking about. Didn't manage to set a higher high from this. This was the issue here. So we came down, we tested this level of support, great touch there, big impulsive candle, and we didn't manage to break that level there. So that formed a double top pattern, and then from that double top pattern, I don't know if we quite hit a breakdown target, because the breakdown target from there would be bang, bang, bang. We didn't hit that, but you can see why we didn't hit that, and I showed you why on the daily. It's because we actually found support on this level here. We found this level of support, and then we decided that we were still bullish, and we pushed on out of that zone. So now this is the bottom, or the local bottom, and then from there we're impulsing, retracing, impulsing, retracing, impulsive. We need to break on the next impulsive wave this high here to make sure we're looking bullish again, and then we are really targeting this. to 66,000. So sorry, I haven't really said many figures. And I know sometimes people watch my videos without actually watching it, so you could be in the car or whatever. So what I'll say is we found a local bottom at $58,000. We then had an impulsive wave up to 62 with a retracement wave down to 59,000 on the big support level that I've got drawn in around the 59,500 level. Then we had an impulsive wave again up to about 64,000. A retracement wave now. We are looking to hold the 50-day moving average, and we've had a green engulfing candle here, which is at 61,500. Had a nice green engulfing candle on the 4 hourly, which has still got 2 hours left, so we could see a good push here. We want to really be back breaking above their recent high tweezer tops at 64,500. And then, honestly, if we break above that, we could see the all-time high being challenged at 66,800 with an impulsive wave up to that top, then a retracement wave, probably finding support on the tweezer tops here at 64,000, and then another push on to set a further all-time high. So that's what I'd be looking for with Bitcoin, unless we see some news. Like I'm saying, we are kind of waiting for some kind of news to send us a bit more parabolic. But yeah, there's the sort of pattern that we're looking at here. Impulsive, retracement, impulsive, retracement, impulsive, retracement, impulsive. That's what we're looking for, okay? That's exactly what we're looking for on Bitcoin. Let's just have a look on the hourly. As I said, we've got that green engulfing candle, which I'm pretty happy about. So what we've done is we've set a nice low. We haven't quite got that engulfer on the hourly, but what we have got there is a nice, I think it's called a hammer. And that means that with long wicks to the bottom, anytime you've got a long wick downwards, that means there's a lot of buying pressure. That means that people tried to sell, but the buyers took control and they really pushed out of that zone. And here we have just broke below the 200, but then the volume and the buying pressure comes in. The volume spikes a little bit, and we're looking to break back above the moving averages, as I said, and looking towards those impulsive and retracement waves to take us up to the all-time high. Excuse me. So let's get on the daily and have a little look at Ethereum. Ethereum, wow. It set its all-time high last night. I didn't even realise that. It set its all-time high again yesterday at 4,600 with the biggest daily candle close ever. So that's pretty awesome. With a nice, you could almost call that a doji, but I wouldn't say that. I would say that it was more a bullish doji, or I think it's called a shooting star. This is just off my head. This is really testing my basic candle patterns. I think that's called a shooting star. And yeah, basically it's looking. There was some selling pressure, but more buying pressure, so the market's a bit indecisive. We are quite high on the RSI, but I do think, and in the past we have been able to push into the overextended area quite a lot on the RSI. We've pushed all the way up to about 88 on the RSI, Relative Strength Index. We're currently at 66, so that's like, what, 20% further we could see a push in terms of this RSI. We look to be having a bit of a surge in the market. We've been down about 2-4% today, and everything's now down 0.5-ish. So we're going to get to the 4 hourly for Ethereum, see what's happening. Again, similar sort of thing. Look, you can see we used on the 4 hourly, we're using that 50-day so well. We haven't lost the 50-day for a long time, really. When was the last time we lost the 50-day? Back in September. So we've held the 50-day support since September the 30th, which is massively bullish. So anytime you're above the moving averages, you are on an uptrend, and anytime you're below the moving averages, you are looking for a downtrade. Especially when the lower, if the lower moving averages is above the higher, then you can say it's an uptrend. If the higher moving averages above the lower, then you can say that's a downtrend. So what I mean by that is this: I've used the 50-day and the 200-day here. And if my 50 days above the 200-day, it means that we are bullish, and I'd be looking for a long if I was looking at a leverage trade. And if it was below, like here, I'd be looking for a short. And that's just basic TA. But when we're using and respecting this 50-day, it's a great. This pattern's lovely. If you're a day trader, you're loving this pattern. You're loving this. Look, we come up, we wait, we touch the moving, we come up. Come down, we touch the moving average, we come up, we touch the moving average, we touch the moving average, come down, we do slightly break below there, come up, touch it again. It's perfect. It's perfect for a trader, that. What a pattern. If you don't know where an entry point would be, you're going to wait for it to come down and touch the moving average. Just keep your eye on it. You just wait to see when it next tests it. You wait for a nice little signal, so maybe like a few long wicks on top of the moving average or a green engulfing candle here or here. All these patterns are lovely for entry points for trades. So you're waiting for that moving average now to catch up with your where your candles are to look to put this next trade on. I'd also be looking at Bitcoin because eyes are on Bitcoin at the minute until the market rotates a little bit more. Eyes are still on Bitcoin, so it's just one of the things to take into consideration. I don't really recommend leverage trading, especially at the minute, but it's just that's a lovely chart pattern if you are looking to do that. So now let's look into XRP. Look at this boy. We're going to go hourlies first, daily, sorry, first. So as you can see, like I said, I thought we'd break out of this pattern. I thought this 50-day come up and hug us. We've actually broke a lot faster than I thought we would. We may really find this difficult to break through and out of this wedge. Remember, if we do break out of this wedge pattern here, we are looking at a breakout of like somewhere around this sort of distance, taking us all the way up to 250. And I honestly think if we break above that, we break out of this this pattern here, we go all the way up here. I think we come all the way, like I said, to 350, and I showed you why I think that, because of our previous breakouts here with the percentage gains. I think we could see a big breakout. We'd see that to there off the back of that break. You could see a further breakout of up to 490. There's a lot of information that put us into the zone of where my little elliptical disc is. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, so I'm just going to get into the shorter time frame stuff because you know what my projections are. I've shown you that I think we're going to break out into all-time highs between the mid to the end of this month. I've said that for about a month's time. So what I think is going to happen, we could honestly keep breaking XRP when it pops. Sometimes it pops very fast, very bullish. But as you can see, it is rejecting this descending trend line. It's rejected it 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th attempt at it. We have got the momentum coming through the last break. Could we come down and consolidate on 108 and then push off from there? Who knows? It's XRP. Sometimes it wants to get going. It really does. Could we consolidate just below this level? If we do that, I'm not against that. If we then come up with a 50-day and then pushes us out that way. If we see Bitcoin start to push here and Ethereum, maybe we might see that take the momentum for XRP to push up. Would I like to see the back test of this trend line? Yes, is definitely the answer. If we do get a nice clean breakout of here, you could look either up to the 160, 170 where you've got these resistance levels here, or you could go further and look up towards this level, which would almost double up with the 190-ish level, and you could come back down, retest that support, and then really push out of there. Honestly, I think that's quite... I don't want to say unlikely because I think it's kind of 50-50 where we go here. I think I can see it well because of XRP and how fast it moves in the past. Like boom, you break out, bull flag, boom, you're off. Same in the past here, boom, you break out, bull flag, you're off. Like you have a short period of time with XRP to move, and when it does, it really moves fast. Depending on news, all this sort of thing, we honestly could break out of this pattern here. You could do something like this. You could break out, boom, and then within a day, wick down, touch the top of this, like maybe use that support, bang, out you go, up towards your all-time highs. Then maybe consolidate up there for a while. Like I think we could be up there for a little while. We could break up into this zone here, and then come down, consolidate on the all-time high. Even if we lose that, come down to the 190, which is like here, this zone here that we're looking at. God, my drawings are absolutely terrible freehand. You can tell I'm not an artist. So let's just have a look. Hang on, excuse me. So we just go bang, draw that in there. Awful drawing. So we could break into the all-time highs, out of this wedge, up to the all-time highs, down, consolidate on top of here slowly, and boom, off we go, looking to set higher highs. When that pattern happens, as I've already shown in the past, it will create a huge cup and saucer pattern. Like that, cup and handle, sorry, excuse me, and we come out into this 180, 190 area. We then break out. You're looking at a breakout target of this distance, that distance there, taking us into the 570 mark. And once we're up into these levels, I honestly think FOMO starts to set in and people start getting massively bullish on XRP. I think we really start to overextend. We know XRP pumps really hard when you see patterns like that happening. You then also got a secondary cup and saucer pattern happening. So you come in like that. you come down into your 190, then you break up to your 570, and you've got a bigger cup and saucer pattern cup playing out here. You come down again to all-time highs, and then you're off all the way up towards your price targets up here. And the timings aren't great, like in terms of what I've just drawn there, but I'm just showing you where my mind goes when I look into things like this. You're also not talking about FOMO or anything there as well. So, what things are popping at the minute? You got Blockworks, which is pushing today, but yesterday it had a bit of a stinker. I nearly bought into Blockworks yesterday, to be completely frank with you. It was down like 33%, if I remember on the daily. Okay, when it went zooming in. So, yeah, it was down like 30% yesterday. I nearly bought some because I don't actually have any. It was 46 altogether, but when I was looking, it was about there, 33%. But I actually sold out of my Red Fox last night and my Wilder Worlds, just for no reason other than I'm just swing trading a little bit. And I bought into Alliance Block at around 90 cent. It's gone up about 8 or 9% since then. There's no leverage on it. I only put about, I had about $700 from that I made on these two, and I just put that into there. So I just made a few $100 on those trades there. So it's not really for any like specific. I'm not trying to make decent money on it. I actually did have a leverage trade also on AVAX, which I sold a bit too early. I got into the AVAX trade in and around here, 64, and I sold out at 71, so just before this resistance here, because I thought it might double top. And that was just made like 66% on that trade. I had like an ATH leverage on that. I didn't post it because I'm just not like completely confident in the market at the minute, so I don't want to be posting trades like that to people. But just to keep you, like, give you an idea of what I've been doing myself. That's what I've been doing. And then now I'm going to get into, I feel like I've just rambled for ages there. Sorry guys, I apologise. Let me get into the next part of this video, which is what I use to find information. So we're going to start with CoinMarketCap. Obviously, everyone knows this platform, or most people know this platform. It's good because you can look at different categories of crypto. So if you press this categories button, you got like meme coins, like BSC, so Binance Smart Chain, different things, music, social money, real estate, all these sorts of different projects that you might want to look into. So they're good to give you some idea about what's going on. And then you've got, so the other day I was talking to you about how I think the market rotates, or not how I think the market rotates, I know the market rotates. It's just what order that happens in. And that's really hard to predict. So excuse me, some water. It's really hard to predict which is going to move next. But when you start to see like one thing, like an NFT section start popping, like it really has been looking in the last 7 days. This is more the metaverse token, so your Decentraland. You got your Sandbox. You've got your, what else have we got metaverse wise? Wilder Worlds, Alien Worlds, Red Fox Labs. So I don't know what Atari is, but I actually have heard of that recently. I need to actually have a look into that. I'm going to put that on my watch list. Bang. I don't even have one. Lol. But yeah, so your NFTs and your gaming tokens are kind of taken off. Like they're all up a decent percentage. So that's how you know that this area of the market is popping at the minute. And then you got to look for what's coming next. Kind of the same token. But then you can say like DeFi. Look, DeFi's percentages are nowhere near as high. When you start to see some of them pop off, so here you go. You got Loop Ring. You got Basic Attention Token 47%. You've got 43% on Anchor. It's not safe to say, but you've got an idea that maybe some of these will pop off next. So you could be looking at something like Aave. It's down 6%. Could be a good steal. I've not even looked at the charts, but this is the way that people play the market. Phantom's down 17.7%. Uniswap's only up 5%. So could they be next to pump? Like that's the way that I personally do look at things, or at least take that into consideration when I'm looking at what the next market rotation could be. And normally it goes like small caps, mid caps, high caps, or the other way around, high caps, mid caps, small caps, just to give you some ideas of where to put some speculative efforts. And now we're going to look into people that I use for information. So James Ferdinand Law, he's great for anything XRP, Ripple SEC related. He posts some great graphics like this, tells you what's going on and what's coming soon. Obviously that's actually out of date. He's been on holiday, so he's not actually been that active the last like 2 weeks. And then you got Crypto Wizard. He's great for TA. Like he actually has a paid Patreon course. I don't subscribe to anyone's Patreon or anything like that, but I know that he's massively respected in the market. Then we've got Flare Community, who I also think is great. Like, if you follow each other, he's at 78,000 followers now. He's a great source of information for anything Flare or along that line, like Songbird, Flare Networks, those sorts of things. Got a great YouTube channel as well. Definitely worth a follow if you don't already follow him. Then we've got Blockworks, who are great for information. They're always tweeting out and pretty much the first to tweet out any big news really. I don't know how they find their news so quickly. They will also make it super fast and easy to digest, which is pretty cool. And then we've got, I actually use this guy Michael at Val5 links here. Some of the honourable shout outs like XRP, Crypto Wolf, DJ Peter Vast, these sort of people. For people specifically XRP related, they just tweet stuff going on with XRP. Then we've got my obviously hero, Raoul Pal, macro investor. Absolutely brilliant for macro investing trends and sentiment and financials and old school financial. I don't know what to call it. That old school financial like ways to read the market and information that big old school investors use. I think he's great for that. And then this is someone who's massively underrated in the space. I don't do this very often, this sort of thing, but Martin Volk, this is probably one of the best YouTube channels that I've ever seen, okay? My guy does have Patreon and stuff, but you don't really need to use it. Just check out his YouTube and look at some of these videos. So I'll show you my favourites if I can just find. I really like this guy's channel. He has like a one where he talks about, where is it? This. If you look at his like cash out plans, if you can find them. Can't find it right now. It might be this one. Yeah, this one. XRP Ledger, Flare Finance, and his plan. And then he has a secondary plan that he's updated recently. So my plan 2.0. They are brilliant. He talks about everything, leveraging crypto, like using Nexo for asset-backed crypto loans, those sorts of things. He's awesome. He's actually awesome if anyone looking to make the most of your profits when you cash out. Then we've obviously got the best Twitter page on Twitter, which is obviously mine at Crypto Insight UK. Always tweeting sick information. One of my friends actually helps me tweet out. We put some TA out every day, or he's been putting the TA out every day. He's really good at TA, and we just retweet news about crypto in general and obviously surrounded by XRP. And then something else I wanted to talk about with last little thing to finish off this video is NFTs and gaming, some things that I'm really excited about. So we talked about this yesterday. Professional Call of Duty League gamer to launch esports NFT. So DiamondCon for New York Subline is going to be releasing an NFT. And just to give you an idea of what this could mean like going forward. So this is CSGO. It's like one of the biggest like skins you can buy. So just a camo for your gun, like your colours on your gun, for between 630,000 for that one, 401,500 for that one. So they're massively expensive, like these skins. So imagine when you'll be playing your games and the gun camos that you're earning, you can actually sell for real money. I personally have got some really good ideas for NFTs. I actually genuinely believe that I could make any company that came to me, I could explain to them ways that they could use NFTs to become way more profitable than they already are. I actually personally also have a business idea about how I could change social media influencing forever with NFTs. I just don't have the time yet to fulfill that. So if anyone is interested or wants to come and talk to me about things like that, send me a message on Instagram. We can always have a conversation about stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I feel like today I've just rambled on a bit. Please bear with me. I do have C19. I don't have C19. I'm not tested positive, so I don't want to say I've got it, but I just don't feel too great. My girlfriend's got it. Been looking after her, bless her. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will speak to you on the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I do appreciate everyone taking the time to watch my videos. I hope that you learn something every time you come through this channel. That's my idea, and that's what I want to happen forever. I hope that my information is valuable for you. And I'll speak to you all soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.